Well, is the console war over? I think so. Some people say it's still going on, at least when it comes to Sony, Microsoft situation, where the Sony fanboys, at least PlayStation fanboys, really want to get into this Sega versus Nintendo thing like back in the day. But we're not in those days anymore. I think it's time to wake up and realize, yeah, I think the console wars are over. Exclusivity is fading. Most of the games go straight to PC. Like seriously, what is there to argue about now? What does it matter what console you even have? Of course, Nintendo is the only gaming company that will still be exclusive because you know how Nintendo is. And boy, the Nintendo Switch 2, not good. I was thinking on getting it until I heard about the price hike for the games. So yeah, Nintendo Switch 2, I'm probably not going to bother getting it anytime soon because of those issues. And of course, you know, Nintendo's just bugging me at this point. As much as I like their games, I'll just say I'm very bitter with them at the moment. I will say Microsoft is out of the console war, but on the other hand, they're still popping up stuff and, well, they're going to make money. They're going to try to make as much money as possible, just like Sony when it comes to putting their games on the PC. When I think about it, what's the point of owning a console? Most of the games now, like modern day games, you can just play on PC. I recently got a new gaming laptop because mine was, well, the screen was falling apart. Like, this may be just the future. I might end up investing in a gaming desktop. That might be my new console. Until Nintendo get their act together and not do this crap that is so anti-consumer. I mean, that's how your games make money, Nintendo. You can't just do that. And yes, you could also say the industry is in a rough state as well because, you know, these past few years has been layoffs after layoffs. I mean, we've still had bangers here and there. I'm not going to deny that. But I do think the industry, at least the gaming industry, is at a very hard time. I have never seen anything like this before. I mean, the film industry is one thing where the film industry could not put out any big bangers except for some. There have been some, but they have been struggling. Certain things that they want to insert into specific products that we, the audience, don't really want to see or hear. We want to escape reality. Same with the gaming industry, they do that too. So that's another thing. And the thing is, if they're going to lay off a lot of people, then, well, where's that money going to go? If you're buying their products. If you say, oh, this is going to help those game developers. Okay, why are you laying them off? Tell me, why are you laying them all off if you want us to give you money to buy these new exclusive games on whatever console or just in general, any game, and then you just lay them off. So do I think the console war is over? Yes, I 100% do believe it's over, though people are going to still bash on each other on both sides. You have the Nintendo fanboys, Microsoft fanboys, or Xbox fanboys, I would say, and PlayStation fanboys at each other's throats. Though lately I have been following two specific YouTubers, and they've been showing a lot of stuff that's been going on Twitter, which is like a bloodbath, if you ask me. I mean, this could be like the sort of console war, but I think they just want to keep it going when it's already... The signs are there, folks. Do you not understand? None of these games are ever going to be exclusive anymore. Not really. Back then, yeah. Different time, different technology, but now we're at a point in time where, well, the consoles, while they were the cheapest option, yeah, for the time, now PC has gotten to the point where it's caught up, and that's pretty much your new console right there.
He said it! He said it!
So at the end of the day, what do I really personally think? What about all the consoles I have? I mean, to be honest, I have all the consoles except for Sega Saturn, Atari. You know, some of those I don't have. I do want to get the Sega Saturn at some point. I have everything. I have all the consoles. I have the new ones, Series X and PS5. I have my old Nintendo Switch, which I'm satisfied with. I don't really think I want to get a Switch 2 anytime soon. I'm not going to deny that I might get it at some point. I don't want to be those type of YouTubers that end up, saying that they're not going to get it because they don't want to support a corporation like Nintendo that's so greedy. And I'll admit, I'm bitter with them. I am. I don't like Nintendo's practices, but I will probably still get their games, at least only on the Nintendo Switch, the first one. I'm not giving them money for their new console or even their newer games if they're going to price everything to $80. Now they do say they'll just price Mario Kart World, which is stupid. And of course I don't like the whole game card thing. I really do not. That's just like, what's the point of owning a physical at this point? That's another thing. Another reason the industry is also in a rough spot is because of digital is becoming the norm. And unfortunately, I have to admit, I do think that's gonna be a thing. Because half the time you could just boot up the game right then and there, like that, without having to pull out your game and put it in the device. And people are rather that way than the physical, but I prefer physicals. Yeah, I do have digital games, but in general, physical is the way to go. That's dying. And yeah, while I have every game console that I ever wanted, and most of it was thanks to my dad that gave me these consoles, some of them, and then some of them I bought with my hard-earned money. And seeing that there's really no exclusives anymore, the PS5 and Series X generation have been the sign that yes, it's decreasing, and most of their strategies didn't work, like especially Microsoft's. Most of their exclusives I heard were not that great, unfortunately. Now I know PlayStation has had some really big titles, but even then that's not enough to save them a lot of money. And of course corporations like Sony are going to find ways to make money, and that's to go either digital on PC like Steam or GOG, whichever. So to wrap it up, I do think console war is over and PC may be the winner here. There's really no winner for the consoles, because at this point, if you really wanted, you could emulate most old games, because sometimes those games are extremely expensive, and I completely understand if you want to emulate these games. I do. I mean, I'm gonna have to emulate Kuon, Xenosaga 3. I can't even get those games, but the option there is on PC. Yeah. But on the other hand, I'm also glad that the console war is coming to an end at the same time, because why have exclusivity? I know that we need competition, but to blow $500 on a console just to get a specific game you really want to play, yeah, we can all do that if we want, but we also have livelihoods. I'm fortunate enough to just get it when I can, as long as I play smart. But now it's, well, what's the point? Everything's not really exclusive anymore, since Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will be on PC, just like the remake. At some point Horizon will be. I mean, I think that The Last of Us is already on PC. And then, Microsoft releases their handheld, which you can access those games. Those PlayStation exclusive games you could play on an Xbox product. So that's all I gotta say. What do you guys think? Let me know down below wherever you're watching. Please follow me, subscribe, follow, either if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble. And keep gaming.
I gotta say, I believe Mario really takes the cake because he has better games. You have to admit, most of his 3D games are always really good. They've always been good. I mean, he has his ups and downs too, just like Sonic, but he's always winning at the top. I believe Sonic is better than Mario because, one, he is more awesome because he's cool. He looks cool. He's the fastest thing alive. I mean, nothing can beat Sonic, right? Wait. Even so, people still don't like some of Sonic's 3D games. And I just think I don't really care about Sonic. He sucks. No. Sonic is better. Mario sucks. He sucks. I don't like him. Mario Odyssey looks weird. I just don't like those. I just don't like his games. He sucks. And he's not really even an interesting character. No. Sonic sucks.
No, you're wrong.
No,
You're wrong.
No, you take that back.
That's why he looks like a
Mario's
nerd
awesome.
today.
Sonic sucks. All right. Come on.
Okay.
One of us will win.
Bring it
And
on,
that
buddy.
shows who's
Bring it
awesome.
on.